So a little background real fast. I bought the watch overseas, like I said. Shortly after buying it, about a month or two afterwards, the button stopped working. It was completely suppressed in. I couldn't press it in at all. It wouldn't respond whatsoever. So I figured I could get it repaired in the United States when I got back. And I got in touch with Casio. It took a couple of months. August 20th was the first time that I called in. And I spoke to the lead service, put in a work order, and told them that I don't have a receipt because it was bought overseas. It's a third world country, but I can guarantee you that the watch was bought legitimately. It wasn't one of these street vendors or anything like that. So, anyways, I communicated that to them. They came back and told me it was okay for me to ship it in, and I just needed to let them know that was the case. So I shipped it in out of my own pocket for shipping, and they looked at it and sent it back 3 days later after receiving it, saying that I didn't have a receipt, which was clearly indicated on the box and all the paperwork that I sent in. So I get back on the phone call, and I let them know that this is unexcusable. The watch should be under warranty, manufacturer's warranty after buying it for 1 year, and they tell me, I'm sorry, we cannot support it because you don't have a receipt. Well, what do you want me to do? It was bought overseas. There's no way for me to go back and get a receipt. They tell me that I can have a traveler's voucher, traveler's receipt, which is this last page that I showed you inside the manual, which indicate that the watch was bought from the actual store and not someone on the street. It's not a knockoff. They also tell me that the watch is not manufactured or supported in the United States, so that they would have to contact overseas or the home base to get replacement parts because the parts were not available. I don't care what happens on their end. It's their responsibility to fix the watch, to service it, to look at it, figure out what's going on. Anyways, I don't trust them through this whole communication back and forth, so I ended up faxing this sheet over to them and telling them that I needed credit to ship in the watch because I already shipped it in one time and I wasn't planning on paying for it a second time. All of this should have been fixed the first time. So after some negotiation back and forth, they come back and send me the packaging slip. I send it in. There is no update whatsoever on the website from the first time that I shipped it in till now. It is still listed as there as NA, not received or anything. And I can include the link, possibly even. Anyways, so Casio ends up, I call in and I ask them what's the status of my watch, and they tell me it's sitting on a manager's desk. And this was 2 weeks after they received it because I can check the tracking code that they actually received it, and 2 weeks later it was still sitting on a manager's desk. Look at my watch, figure out what's wrong with it, fix it. It's a button that's suppressed. Chances are that it needs to be cleaned or a new spring. I checked all the stores here locally to get them to service a Casio watch. They refused to do it because Casio only does their own stuff. They handle their watches. So about 2 months after that, that's when I was able to actually speak to Benson Smith, who is the head of that department. And he actually marches down to the service floor and finds the watch there. They haven't looked at it because he used to be a watch technician years ago. And he tells me that they took apart the watch and were able to clean the dust from within it, and I would have it next week. This was like a Thursday or Friday or so. So my question to him was, why was it sitting there for 4 months? Why did it take so long for them to have to just open it and clean it? Which to me is ridiculous. Anyone else would probably think the same thing. So they ended up shipping it back, and that's what it is like today, where I'm pressing the button and it does not respond whatsoever. Now it does. Now it doesn't. Now it does. You get the point. Anyways, I speak to Benson Smith. This is after I actually got in touch with the Better Business Bureau, put in a complaint with them, and started communication with the New Jersey Attorney General's office to get this matter resolved. Benson guaranteed me that he would hear back from the managers to change their policies on the fact that this took 4 months to get resolved. I want that credit back in terms of a warranty. This is before I looked at the watch and realized that it was jammed. I don't wear it like I mentioned before. It's just completely frustrating. It brings out a rise in me in terms of the 4 months that I spent battling with Casio to get this resolved. Another gentleman had a video up online, said that after posting the video, Benson Smith gave him a call. A nice individual. However, be it that he's busy, he didn't get back in touch with me, he didn't respond to my email, I didn't get an even automated response from him after he guaranteed me that I would hear back from him. There should be a change in the Casio policies. This is ridiculous. They have a number of pending complaints against them at the New Jersey Attorney General's office, many of them probably unfounded. However be the case, this is something that I've demonstrated to be unacceptable, and me as a customer, I'm not satisfied whatsoever. I probably will never buy another Casio product. I want either credit to buy it on Amazon because this watch is listed there, or an updated version of it for them to contact the home office and make an exception. Anything regarding these are completely valid with me. I'm a completely reasonable person. The watch doesn't work, you don't have the parts for it, you don't have the technicians to be able to clean a button. Whatever may be the case, it's under warranty. If you cannot fix it, you replace it with an equal product or greater. That's how warranties work, unless I'm completely mistaken here. Anyways, I look to hear back from anyone, Casio, be it the president of them, I don't know, anything. Just get this watch fixed, or get me something like it. Thank you.